Alright, what's up guys? It's MMBros here with another Destiny 2 YouTube video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my personal thoughts on Destiny 2's Trials of the Nine. And I will go over my likes and dislikes in this video and how I thought the game mode played, how I thought the weapon meta was, and just everything in between. So first, I'm going to start off with my likes. We're going to start off with connection-based matchmaking. I really enjoyed that Trials seemed to be set up by connection-based matchmaking, not skill-based matchmaking, or by which card or which win you were at on your card. So card-based matchmaking. I'm glad it was connection-based. And the reasons I like that it's connection-based is that it's less stressful. Connection base also allows for less lag, less getting shot around corners, less just every little weird thing that happens in the game, less teleporting. Obviously everything's still going to happen. We're not on dedicated servers, but it does close that margin for stupid crap to happen. I also say I like connection-based matchmaking more too, because if you're a team of lower level or lower tier PvP players and you're all just playing with your buddies, if you have good communication and team shot properly and just play smart, you're gonna win. You don't have to have the greatest shot in the world if you're working together as a team. So I thought that connection base was a lot better, and you could just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying and get that perfect card where you play people that are worse than your skill level or at your skill level, which is lower if it may be, and go flawless. Like, you can do it. Kind of segueing into that with team shots and the team plays. Team shots and team plays were way bigger in this Destiny 2 Trials meta, and just in PvP meta overall. You should be running always in a stack of 2, or if you're just going around a corner quick, like pinching around like one little corner, that's so huge to get those team shots going and just work as a team. You could have way better teamwork than the other team. They could have way better individual skill. Your teamwork will overcome their individual skill, especially with this 4-man Trials. Also, I really like the game type. The game type was the biggest problem I had with Trials, especially towards the end, was the was just kind of the meta of like sidearms and stuff, and like ammos, bypassing special weapons. But Countdown is a big reason why I love Trials. There is a constant objective. It is not like Year 1 Trials where you don't have a point to grab until the last 30 seconds. There is a constant, it is search and destroy. There is a constant objective that you have to play, and if you don't play the objective, that could really, really, really hurt your chances of winning if you just go for slays. So I really enjoyed that. The super recharge rates and ability recharge rates, I really enjoyed that. I think competitive / countdown plays way better still than Control or Clash or anything else do with the super and recharge rates. I think they're very balanced and fair. You can't get your grenades back crazy amount. You can't get you can get 2 supers if you're super lucky and you're getting every single kill maybe in a Trials match. I think people have gotten 2 supers, but it's so rare. If you're stacking and you're just crushing an enemy team, you can barely get your super. So I think that's good. Another thing I really like about these new Trials of the Nine Flawless is that your Flawless is actually going flawless. It is 7 wins in a row without losing. You cannot lose within those 7 wins, or else you will not technically go flawless. I like that a lot, And to kind of combat that, to make it a little harder for people to get the actual flawless, is that Bungie put in that you get in your rewards from a 3rd win, a 5th win, and a 7 win, and that is where you get a majority of your rewards are from those wins. You don't have to worry about, oh, I only get loot if I go flawless, or I only get loot at 5 and 7 on the card. No, you get most of your loot and weapons. You can go to the social space if you get 3, 5, or 7 wins on your card, which I think is really cool. The only extra thing, 2 things you get, or 2 options you can get, is armor pieces. There was 2 options. There was one option for a arm piece, a gauntlet, or a option for a class specific item, meaning a warlock bond, hunter cloak, or a titan cape. Those were the only options for whatever you could do or get for going flawless, which I thought it was interesting, and also the emblems. Moving on to the last thing I'm going to touch on for my likes is just I think the overall pace of the game mode, and seeing how it played out with just, again, your teamwork and everything. Just to wrap up, your teamwork, your team shots, how you play with your team. We're all grouped together here. We sectioned off 2 people and got the kills. These people are pushing. This guy's pushing in all alone. I have an easy 1v1 that I win, and I believe my teammate's gonna clean up this next kill. No. Yep, I weaken him. I move out to stay alive. My teammate cleans him up. Very, very easy win right there. Alright, moving on to my very short list of dislikes, actually. I didn't have many dislikes. I absolutely love this Trials. I love it so much more than Destiny 1. If I'm doing carries, I feel like carry people aren't going to feel super pressured to actually go flawless. I think people will be fine with, hey, I got to 7 wins and I got all this loot. I got 3 new weapons or whatever from going almost flawless. You don't technically have to go flawless to get all these cool weapons and get all this cool loot. You just have to get up to 7 wins to get most of the loot. I don't think flawless is that big of a deal anymore. But yeah, moving on to the dislikes is that the flinch in the game is so crazy. You'll probably see it here, but we're just team shooting, and I win this flinch battle. I win that battle of flinch. He was probably using a Mida multi-tool, and I got only headshots. That was just a random thing. But yeah, flinch is a huge deal in the game right now, and I think if they lowered the flinch on all weapons, mostly snipers, but all weapons around the board, that it would increase the skill gap a little bit with the gunfights, because you can either shoot first or shoot second. You're just kind of gonna get lucky on the flinch patterns on who's shooting, because even if you start shooting second, you could still out flinch the person, Mida multi-tool to Mida multi-tool. Which brings me into my next thing of kind of that the Mida multi-tool is the be-all end-all for the Trials meta, at least on this map with all the long corridors. I did not fully enjoy it. I think a lot of people would have rather had a more versatile set of here I can use an auto rifle SMG, I can use a hand cannon, I can use all this other stuff. I'm playing with a pretty good teammates. I'm playing with 2 very good teammates, and then one person that we were pretty much carrying who was listening, but he was paying attention, so he's playing very solid. Yeah, just the one weapon meta of, I mean, you can see I have the Mida multi-tool, but when I'm playing with B-Ball Dude and Ninja Panda, who are very good players. I really like playing with them. And then our carry was Incendiary, I believe. but he was playing very well as well, and he was listening to callouts and making callouts and doing everything he was supposed to do. Just that the Mida is the be-all, end-all. Mida and auto rifle, I say Mida and prosecutor was the most used weapons in this trials. They were definitely the best. I have the Mida and prosecutor on my character. I didn't feel that it was necessary to use them. I wanted to branch out and have some fun. But yeah, that is going to be my YouTube video on my trials thoughts. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I want to start a conversation if that'd be possible. If you have anything else you thought I missed, just comment it below. We'll definitely check out all the comments and chat about it. Alright, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.